there is nothing more valuable than air, oxygen, and we get this valuable things, precious things by trees. So all the people should understand the value of trees.
Now you can consider, you can see now in that area that is called Bhognadi, one area is called Bhognadi. So there are lots of people keep going to see that tree where they were hanged, hanged up, you can consider there. So now you can see easily, and lots of people keep worshipping there every day around, you can consider. And one day there was lots of crowdings of the people when I had gone to worship, and they were giving food, people, lots of people were there, were eating, some people were getting ready to eat, some people were washing hand like that. So really, that tree became like holy tree, you can consider nowadays. Everyone worship there, and some people come to shoot video also.
Okay. So first of all, good afternoon, Jadu. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. So tell me, how are you? I'm fine. Completely, I'm fine. So tell me, how are you?
I am also great. And now I got the opportunity to connect with you. So I'm over the moon because it's been a long period of time. We didn't connect. And maybe you remember that we had talked earlier.
Yes, I think, we had talked one time, I think like that, I know. One day I had connected with you before, I think 7 months around, that time I took a session with you.
Very true. You have good memory. It's been 7 months.
Yes.
So how's your life going on? How's your life going on?
My life is going on well, completely, you can consider. And my school also, has also started, you can consider. And I go to school before a while, I came at 12 p.m, you can consider. Yes, because now I having to study, I'm in 10 class, I having to work hard, in my life, and learning English also. And I having to do lots of work besides learning English, besides studying about subject also, because I'm teaching students also lots of work, So nowadays I am kind of busy person, you can consider, in this age, at this age. Yes.
Yes, I know very well that it's really hard working, that you are in the 10th class, still you have to run your YouTube channel. And I think you have started your coaching. You teach children?
Yes, I teach children also, you can consider, because now everyone came to know about me, that Jadu speaks English on YouTube, and nowadays he went viral in YouTube. So everyone knows about the power of my, my power, you can consider. So people said me, please teach our children, want to go to you, please teach them. As much money you want, we will give you. We are ready to give. But I don't take too much money, but I take something, and I'm teaching them. And I help them to improve English. And they learn from me.
Okay, I am happy to know about you that you are helping the children, and you are getting less money. Still, you are helping. So it's commendable job. There is no doubt. God always help those who help others, right? So God is always with you, and you will get lot of success in your life. And you are inspiration for all the children, because many of the children, they don't have interest to talk in English, to learn English, but after watching their video, after watching your video, they got inspiration, right?
Really, so you can consider. Yes, really nowadays, so many children are of my age, when they watch my video, suppose any children can be new to watch my video, and suppose he has come on my channel first time and will be watching my video, suddenly he will think that I should also learn like Jadu, as he speaks in English, I should also speak. But he will not get, if he will not get idea, then he can get ideas easily because of getting motivation from me. If Jadu can speak English, we can also speak English, being a student of Hindi medium as I am, like that.
Very true, very true. And one thing I want to know that nowadays it's too much scorchy outside. Still, you are out of your home. How do you handle? I mean, I am in the room and you are outside of the room. So how do you manage?
Yes, actually, mostly I take session after 3 p.m. You can consider. Yes, after 3 p.m. I take session, and mostly at 3 p.m. it will not be too sunny in outside of home. That's why now I am managing. I'm managing somehow while talking with you. Otherwise, I wouldn't come outside for talking with you around at 12 p.m. and 1 p.m., 2 p.m. around. Because it can be, get like it can be too sunny around at that time, but at this time, at after 3 p.m. you can consider, and it is getting steady. Suddenly it gets steady, that's why now I am out. Yes,
but I think you are habitual. to go outside, to be outside in the sunny. You can sit under the tree also. There are trees, I think.
Yes, yes, there are lots of trees, where I can sit and easily I can get, shadow of tree you can consider, and I will feel, good you can consider, because this is summer vacation, summer time you can consider, and really if I will sit under the tree, then I can feel good. But some people actually, are having to listen people also. One day I was connecting with a girl, she was saying me, Jadu, don't stop making this kinds of video. Don't stop. Keep making these kinds of video while walking. I wanna see your background. It's good. Everyone likes your background. So that's why nowadays I'm not able to stop myself to make and go outside while talking. That's why every day I record my video outside of home. Yes.
Very good. Yes, you are saying right. Like I am at home, so I can't show you, my house, because what is there? There are only walls, right? And there are few articles only. But you have natural scenery. Like I can see behind you, there are a lot of trees and the wonderful view, I can say. So it's very lovely to see background. And I love nature also. And one thing I want to know, that have you heard the news of Hyderabad, that nowadays people are cutting, a forest. So it's really a very bad thing and a pathetic situation. So what
Yes.
would you like to say about those people who don't care about trees and who cut down trees? And many animals are really, facing problems. They are losing their houses. So what would you like to say about those people?
Yes, yes. That news, I also know about that news. Actually, I came to know when one person had added that in a status in WhatsApp, Then I came to know, and I tried to search about that news. Is that reality? So when I searched, I got that video. And also in Instagram, Instagram, Facebook, many people uploaded that short video of that forest. People were like, I think lots of JCB you can consider, and I think fire like that, fire was burning like that. I was looking, but I think around at 12, 12 you can consider midnight, like at night they were cutting the tree, right? And also animals were crying, you can consider, and the tigers were roaring, you can consider, and according to their sounds, like that they were giving. Really, I came to know like this is sad situation you can consider, tragedy you can consider. So then I came to know they shouldn't do like this, because tree, which is forest, the forest are, which I can say, like forest is houses of animals you can consider, and they are able to live due to the forest you can consider. Otherwise, if in this world the forest will not be, then the animals, where will the animal live, right? When
Yeah.
will the animal go, and what will they eat? So that's the reason. That's why they should not cut. And we should save trees also. We should save the forest, because in the forest, lots of trees are available, and due to that we are able to get, and we are able to breathe properly, you can consider, and we are able to live in this world, and we are not dying easily, right? Because we get oxygen, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Really, it's a
right.
bad thing. And when I got to know that people are doing so bad thing, so it's really, bad for animals, for us also, right? Because our life depends on trees. So if we cut trees, so we will not survive well, right?
Yes.
So yes, I don't like those type of people who don't care about trees. I think that if you are not able to plant any trees, so please don't cut the trees, right? Save trees.
Really, because I think some people without any meaning, suppose if they don't have any meaning to cut the tree, all the same they cut. If they don't have any work from the trees, all the same they cut, you can consider. But it is said that we have to cut tree, but which is a drought tree, you can consider, right? And we don't have to cut such tree which is growing, which all are growing, right? That
Yes.
kinds of tree we should not cut and shouldn't be cut by us. That is, main thing. We should not cut the tree, you can consider. And that's why also, we were taught in the school, you can consider. I was also taught many times by the teacher, like we have to save the tree, we have to save the forest, because due to forest, by the sounds of animals, we are able to get good thing, like we will not fear. Suppose in my area it is said that one thing, suppose you will go to the forest and there you are alone, will be plucking some, which is leaves of tree, you can consider. Because in my area, what happens, which is leaves of one tree, I think, I don't know the name of that trees, I think that can be the longest tree in my area. So people pluck the leaves of the tree and they make plate, you can consider. And I think that plate, is changed into real plate, which is sold in market, So due to that, and when they go to the forest, they will go to the forest alone. You can consider, and they will feel good because of they will be able to hear which is sound of animals, right? Due to that, they
Very
will
true.
not feel scary, Yes.
One thing I want to tell you that people always love many ornaments, gold ornaments, silver ornaments, and they love to wear. But I think that ornaments only are like money. Okay, like you have collected something for your living good life. But if you don't have trees, if you don't have plants, from where you will get food? Our body can't survive with the help of ornaments. Our body depends on food, and we get food from plants and trees. So what is more valuable, ornaments or plant? You can't live with, like, if I want to, if I give you a house, okay, it is full with diamonds, jewelry, and many gems, but there is not food. So are you rich person? You will be die very soon if you are not getting food, right? So people don't understand the value of plants and trees. That's why they do it. Otherwise, nothing is precious than food. Nothing is precious than plants and food, because we can't survive without food. Can you imagine a single day? You can live, for man, you can live for many days without food, but you will not stay long. Remain, you will die soon without food, right? So
Yes, yes.
tree is not only a thing. It is I would like to say it is life. Like we say water is life, in the same way tree is also a life. We can't imagine our future, we can't imagine our life without trees, because we are totally depend on oxygen. So there is nothing more valuable than air, oxygen, and we get this valuable things, precious things, by trees. So all the people should understand the value of trees, and they shouldn't do this, right?
Yes, yes, really, because due to tree, because of the trees, we get lots of things. Fruit, fruit you can consider, right? And by eating fruits, like we feel good, you can consider. Because in my area, I think people have banned to cut the tree in my area. You can consider. Now in my area, I am close to the forest. I live in the forest area. There they have dug in one area. By GCB, you can consider. You can't cut any tree. If you will go inside that boundary, you can consider. If you will cut one tree also, you have to pay 500 rupee if you will cut one tree. Instead of that tree, you have to pay that much. So that kinds of situation you can consider. So that's why we are not cutting there, and no one is given permission to go there for cutting any tree, and also for bringing any woods. And they have, the government has planted lots of trees there, inside that boundary, you can consider. So you can't go, no one can go there, without getting permission, you can consider. So nowadays, I think before 2 months, you can consider, two persons are entered there, and they had brought, I think, woods for burning fire, from that forest. So they were, said for giving around, 5,000 money, you can consider. One person gave 5,000, you can consider. If you will cut lots of trees, then you have to pay lack of money also, like that
Yes, very.
situation. Yes.
Okay. And have you ever planted any tree?
Yes, yes. Around my tree, around my, my area, you can consider there are lots of tree I planted. Can be lychee. Do you know lychee also? Mangoes also. Banana also. Lots of trees you can consider. Because I like fruits mostly. Fruits also. And some trees are like that which doesn't give fruit. But I like that tree. Which gives like you can consider. Banyan tree. Banyan tree also there. Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Banyan
Yes.
tree is really very huge and it has long life, right?
Yes, it's long life you can consider. Yes, and then I came to know when now I came to know about two, gallants you can consider. Gallants, I think, Veer. So they fought for us, from the British. Actually, I think, before I think 2 years around, there in India, there was the rules of British you can consider, right? Yes.
Okay.
Also in my area in Jharkhand, like that. So they fought with the British and they saved our, Jharkhand, Jharkhand like that. My area is called in Santal Pargana in Jharkhand. under Santal Pargana, around, six districts come, One is my Sahibganj, another is Gudda, Pakur, Dumka, and two is, Jamtara and Devghar, like that, So that all district come under Santal Pargana. So they fought with the British and they saved our Santal Pargana in Jharkhand, And, due to that, I think that, about like British, I think, so British got, angry at them. So suddenly, like they made them hanged in that, tree of banyan. You can consider banyan tree, and that tree is still now, you can consider, you can see now in that area, that is called Bhognadi. One area is called Bhognadi. So there are lots of people keep going to see that tree where they were hanged, hanged up, you can consider there. So now you can see easily, and lots of people keep worshipping there every day around, you can consider. And one day there was lots of crowdings of the people when I had gone to worship, and they were giving food, people, lots of people were there, were eating, some people were getting ready to eat, some people were washing hand, like that, So really, that tree became like holy tree, you can consider nowadays. Everyone worship there, and some people come to shoot video also, shooting album, that all, really. Yes.
Okay, so that tree is present now there. That tree is still present there.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Now you can see that tree also, and a big tree, now that became big because of, because that tree is, if I old, I think 200 years old around, I think.
It's been a long period of time. Who told you
Yes,
this
more than
story?
yes, more than 2 years, you can consider, more than 2 years. But I was not in this world, that time. My my, what will I say about my, grandfather? They keep on telling about that, Actually, they were also not in this world that time,
Yes,
This is the story of that time. Yes.
200 years is really a long period of time, yes.
Yes.
But in Indians, we have this type of religion that maybe the, animals or trees, we always respect everything, by which we get some moral, by which we get some benefits. We always love to care them and protect them and always worship, have lot of respect and love for each and everything, right?
Really, you can consider, because I also, when I cut any tree, grow a tree, so I feel sad suddenly, You can consider, why did I cut that tree? I wasn't to cut that tree like that. That's why, nowadays I stopped to cut the tree, and even I stop hunting of the animals, you can consider. Yes, I stop hunting of the animals nowadays, you can consider. Before I used to do, but nowadays I don't do. Before, for 2 years, I haven't been doing hunting types of work in the forest. Yes.
Yes, you shouldn't do, because they are also the same living beings like us, right? They have emotions, they feel everything. That is why we shouldn't do like this. So I'm proud of you that you have good feelings about trees and about animals, and always have this type of nature and mentality, and always share your good thoughts, on your channel. This is how all the people would learn something great things, because knowing English is not enough. Be a good man, be a good person, be a good personality, because when people watch you, they try to follow you. So I think our first priority is to be a good humankind, right? Because
Yes.
nothing is more valuable than your personality, right? If we
Yes.
learn about many great personalities, great men, so you know why we always remember all the great personalities, because they had good genre, they had good uh, good valuable thing in their life. That is why we always try to remember them. So I wish that you should also be a humble personality and kind, and you should be a good human being. And in coming days, I hope that you would get lot of subscribers, and the whole, in not only India but also other out of India, all the people should praise you, and they will definitely follow you.
Yes, yes. That I want also, that's why nowadays I'm trying to become good person, you can consider. And people will take, will keep talking about me that he's good, like, right? If you will do good work, people will remember you easily. Anytime, they can remember you. That this person helped me. There, I had got this kind of situation, was that in that situation, he came suddenly and he helped me, gave me money. Suppose if they don't have money. So I think that kind of situation we keep getting different of situations. Sometimes we don't have money, and we have lots of work to do, but for that doing that work we need money for spending, right? So that time what will we do if we don't have money? So that time we are having to give other also. If other person will be asking for money, something money if we have, so we can help, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
very true. So I always think that, be a good personality and be a good supporter for each and everyone. Whatever you have, if you have knowledge, share it. If you have money, share it. So this is the real humanity, I would like to say. So be a good human. And now, Jadu, I would like to wind up the session. But
Yeah.
today I'm really feeling great to know your great thoughts, that you have great thoughts and you have changed. When I met you, earlier, that time I think you didn't have this kind of mentality, but your mentality has been changed, and you are a good human being, I would like to say. So always be like this, and keep progressing day by day. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Okay. Thank you for calling me. Again, we will talk when we will get again. Time you can consider. So